What's up everybody, it's your boy Shawn CPA coming back at you with another video. Today's video is about the deductions that you as a business owner can take in 2021 that you may not have been able to take before. And I know that sounds kind of weird. I couldn't think of a better way to say what are the tax deductions that you normally wouldn't have taken as a business owner, but because of the weird stuff that happened in 2020, you can take now. That's really what I mean. So we all know in 2021, you're doing your 2020 taxes, and we know that 2020, I think we can all agree, was a pretty weird year. A lot of things changed. Coronavirus and the pandemic and quarantine and all of these things completely shifted or eliminated a lot of businesses. But the bright side of that is it opened up a lot of opportunity for new deductions and write-offs for people who are still in business. One example of this is the home office deduction. A lot of people who are business owners may have a location or some sort of office building or a warehouse or wherever they do their work from that normally wouldn't qualify to take the home office deduction because they never worked from home. Well, now in 2020, I'm sure you probably did have to work from home, so you qualify to take a deduction for a percentage of the expenses and other costs related to having an office in your home, or your home can be an apartment, a house, condo, whatever it may be. So that's something that you should be looking at in 2021 to lower your 2020 tax liability. Another thing is a lot of businesses that were more traditional and more kind of old school had to shift online. So that means a lot of business owners built websites, put together internet-based ordering services and tools, and all of the costs related to that, whether it be web hosting fees, development fees, all those things, make sure you remember to deduct those. I know if, depending on what kind of business you run, you might not be used to thinking about items like that as deductible, because there's a lot of businesses where those costs don't come across. If you're a plumber, if you own your own plumbing company, you're probably not thinking about websites and digital services in your day-to-day kind of running your business. So those expenses might kind of be tossed into accounts that they're not taken as a deduction, or you might not be paying attention to recording those transactions properly because you don't realize the importance of it. But in 2021, you can deduct all those things because the nature of business shifted so much in 2020. There's so many more opportunities to where your taxes probably won't look the same as they did the year before. Most people's taxes don't change year to year, but I can say a lot of business owners, you guys should definitely be keen and aware of the fact that you might have had a lot of opportunity for deductions in 2020. Another area to look at is equipment you may have had to purchase for your employees who have to work from home. So if you were in a city or a state where you were mandated to be working from home, and I know a lot of companies, they had to buy their employees like monitors, keyboards, mouses, ergonomic chairs, and things like that. Make sure you have records and kept track of that, because those are all deductions for your employees. For you, as a gift to your employees, of course, not a gift, but like a business expense. If you had to provide stuff like that so your employees could keep working but working remotely, make sure you take a deduction for all of those things. Those all qualify. And that could be the same thing as membership costs for Zoom. If you had lots of Zoom meetings and had to get licenses for your people, or if you had to get more licenses, let's say for like QuickBooks online or something, or different ordering services and services to help your team stay in communication and be able to operate remotely. Make sure you're deducting all those things and you have records to substantiate those deductions. Of course, there's the changes that came with PPP loans and the EIDL, whatever. I've heard a lot of different pronunciations about it, but all of those loans and forgiveness, make sure you have records of that so you can actually get your forgiveness and get your tax benefits for using those aid packages. Not to mention, there's been a lot of changes to certain states and places have had moratoriums on their rent, so your rent expenses may look different. Just bottom line, I don't even think I could name all of them, but the bottom line is make sure you're looking at your 2020 events differently than you were your 2019 events, because there's likely a lot of expenses that could have slipped through the cracks that are deductible and can really help you offset your 2020 income and lower your tax liability. Especially as a business owner, you have a lot of new leeway, or I guess freedom and openings to take those deductions and those write-offs. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. I feel like a lot of people are forgetting these things because they're so used to their business. You know, people have been in business for 15, 20, 30 years, and they've never had to, you know, have membership dues for websites like Zoom or something like that. So they just kind of like, oh, put it on the card, whatever. Don't even think about it. Forget to report it to their accountant, or, you know, they bought computers for their employees and didn't really think about, oh, depreciation on those. I can, you know, that'll help me on my taxes. So make sure you take all of the advantages and of the circumstances in 2020 on your 2021 taxes, because there's a lot of opportunity out there to lower your tax liability for 2021, or for your 2020 taxes in 2021. So that's my video for today. Again, I'm Shawn Gill, CPA. Thank you for watching. Make sure if you enjoy this video to subscribe, hit the bell notification, give it a thumbs up. All this stuff helps with the algorithm and helps the channel grow. And if you need to contact me, all my contact information is below in the description. Feel free to reach out, and thank you for watching. Peace.